Hello Facade Duckies, I'm Pei and today we will be continuing our tier list ranking for all the wood types in Minecraft as facade material. For those that have not watched the previous video, how I will do this is I will be scoring these 5 factors from 0 to 5 and we will add up the scores to determine their total scores and assign them into the tier rank at the end. Without further ado, please welcome our first wood of the day. Starting off, we have the cherry wood. The Minecraft cherry blossom resembles real cherry blossom trees, otherwise known as the sakura in real life. The bark of the trees does look nice for Japanese handcraft. However, the wood itself is not really common to be used as a cladding material or woodworking in general due to the trunk being thinner, shorter, more twisted, and have many branches. Besides, the wood of the cherry blossom trees is softer, weaker, and more brittle, and it is prone to crackling and splitting, making it unusable for furniture and structural applications. Therefore, I tried to find a more practical cherry wood, starting from looking at the pinkish hue from the Minecraft wood, which is the black cherry wood. The black cherry tree, or the American cherry tree, is native and is grown in the eastern and midwestern North America. Like the name implied, the black cherry trees produce black cherries, so they play an important role in wildlife ecosystem as a food source. Commercial-wise, it is widely used for hardwood lumber instead, producing products such as premium furnitures, cabinetry, veneers, musical instruments, and indoor paneling. The hardwood has some pinkish brown hue when freshly cut, but over the time it will age to a deep reddish brown color. The sapwood, however, has an alternative color of pale yellow to light cream. Although it is just slightly cheaper than the white oak, it is still considered one of the more expensive premium wood native in North America because of its slow growth, limited availability, and high demand for fine woodworking. So I rate it as 2.5 out of 5. The black cherry wood, although it is a hardwood, is comparatively softer with similar junker hardness as the silver birch, which is around 950. It is not ideal for outdoor and heavy use applications, therefore I will give it a 2 out of 5. Since moisture can easily warp, shrink, or crack the wood, it is more or less similar or slightly better to the silver birch, which is 1.5 out of 5. Further beating the dead horse, the black cherry wood has a lower density and burn faster than the white oak, so it's 2 out of 5 for fire resistance. With lower density, the black cherry wood has a moderately good thermal insulation with an average of 0.15 watts per meter Kelvin, so it will be 3 out of 5. Now, this was probably the hardest wood to research since it isn't based on a specific tree, but more inspired by its appearance. From the website sources, some says it is based on the cacao tree, the mahogany tree, and some even say it's based on the durian tree. And judging by its canopy, enormous height, and the branch growth, for this video we are going to assume that it is based on the kapok tree. The kapok tree, also known as the silk cotton tree, it is a massive tropical tree known for its towering height, buttress roof, and lightweight fiber-filled seed pods. They can be found around the world in regions near the equator such as the Central and South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. Despite fairly common in the wild, the kapok wood is not often cultivated and harvested nowadays due to its low economical benefits. The primary use of the plant is for farming kapok fiber, which is to be used as stuffing for beddings and life jacket during the early to mid 20th century before synthetic cotton fiber was less common. Therefore, making the wood itself almost impossible to source in the market. So for availability, I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. There's a reason why the wood itself is not that attractive compared to the rest of the jungle wood. With a junker hardness of 240, the kapok wood is considered as a type of lightweight and soft wood, which is not very suitable for structural applications at all. In fact, traditionally, it is more commonly used as carvings, coffins, and temporary dugout canoes. Nowadays, some countries such as the Indonesia is using them as a raw material for plywood, wooden board byproducts, and retaining concrete concrete formworks. If not treated properly, it will be easily attacked by termites and other insects. So that's gonna be a 0.5 out of 5 for durability. Being porous and lightweight, the K-pop wood can absorb moisture and is flammable. So I'll put it a 1 out of 5 for water resistance and 0.5 out of 5 for fire resistance because the K-pop is highly flammable. The high porosity of the K-pop wood makes it an excellent choice for thermal insulation, which puts it at a score of 4.5 out of 5. So far, this has the best thermal insulations among other wood types we have seen earlier. Jumping forward here, we have the Minecraft mangrove wood. There's an abundance of species of red mangrove, but we are going to pick the red mangrove as Mojang's choice based on the resemblance of the wood's color. The red mangrove is a coastal tree species found in tropical and subtropical regions, primarily in swamps. The most notable unique features of the trees includes their aerial prop roots and consisting of high tannin content of the wood, which gives them a reddish color inside and makes them resistant to decay. By the way, the tannin I'm talking about here is the liquid we use for treating leather and textiles and as a stain for floors, furniture and cladding. Mangrove trees stabilize shorelines, support marine ecosystems and absorbs carbon. While it has historically been used for fuelwood, charcoal and boat building, large-scale harvesting is highly restricted or illegal in many countries to protect the mangrove ecosystem. Also, the red mangroves grows in muddy and intertidal zones, making logging logistically challenging. Therefore, red mangrove isn't widely available for construction materials commercially. For availability, I'm going to rate it a 0.5 out of 5. The red mangrove has a Janka hardness of 870 and have a high tannin content. Being able to withstand storms, red mangroves are adapted to be resilient and durable. And back in the past, it is commonly used in construction and boat building. So that will be a 4 out of 5 for durability and water resistance. The red mangrove is dense and have a high moisture content, which makes it slow to ignite compared to the drier wood. However, once dry, it burns well, which is why it has historically been used for charcoal production, so I'll give it a 2 out of 5. In contrast to the K-pop tree, the red mangrove is a dense wood with a thermal conductivity of an average of 0.125 watts per meter Kelvin, higher than the K-pop, making it a moderate insulation material with a score of 3.5 out of 5 for thermal insulation. And finally, we have the spruce wood. In Minecraft, the spruce tree resembles a Christmas tree, which actually has a similarly shaped tree in real life. The Norway spruce, also known as the European spruce, is a native softwood tree found across parts of Central and Northern Europe. The European spruce has a stable population and it has a fast-growing rate. Hence, it is a popular choice of wood for construction materials and products such as musical instruments, paper pulps, boats, and packaging and crates. This commonly used product makes spruce become a commodity and it is widely traded worldwide, so that puts it 5 out of 5 for availability. Although spruce is categorized as a softwood, it has decent structural strength and acoustic properties, making it a good choice for construction timber in roof structures, stairs railings, and wooden cladding. It has low decay resistance and it is susceptible to fungi and insects, but it accepts preservatives and treatments well. Spruce has a Janka hardness scale of 380, so for durability, I'll give it a 2 out of 5. Since it absorbs water easily, then it will be 1 out of 5 for water resistance like the silver birch and the K-pop tree. Spruce is commonly used for fire kindle, so it is not fire resistant at all, unless treated, so they will put it at 0.5 out of 5. As for thermal insulation, being a softwood, spruce is highly porous and has a low thermal conductivity compared to the other wood types we mentioned, but just slightly higher than the K-pop with an average of 0.08 watts per meter Kelvin. So it is a good insulator wood type, which I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. So overall, let's add up the scores and put them together with the tier rank we have. The first one being the luxurious cherry wood with the score of 11, being at the B rank range and close to the C rank range. Next, we have the jungle wood, which is our porous and lightweight K-pop wood, being at the lower score of 7.5, which is at the rank C rate. Then we have our protected red mangrove with the score of 14, belonging to the rank B. And finally, we have our spruce tree to spruce close out your house with the score of 13, being at the B rank. I know it looks like there's a lot of B ranks at this moment, with only one at the C rank, but if we continue this video, I swear it will make sense when we combine with different materials like glass and terracotta with different characteristics. With this video covering all the wood planks in Minecraft that exist in real life, sorry Red and Crimson planks, I have learned that porosity plays a big part in facade cladding choices. The higher the porosity of the wood, the better the thermal insulations, but the poorer performance when it comes to water and fire resistance, and also more susceptible with insect attacks. For all-rounders, it is important to treat your wood for facade and outdoor applications to increase their lifespan when exposed to the outside, especially in places with high humidity. Although some of the wood have attractive properties such as the acacia koa and the white oak, it is very important to make sure that they are available in your area and you are able to source them ethically. Besides these 5 factors, there are also other factors which I'm not able to cover all when choosing a good wood for your facade cladding at this moment. So if you like this video, feel free to leave a comment below on what you would like to see in the next video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!